overwhelmed. And I also realized that I don't have the list of dignitaries that I should be mentioning, okay, and thanking them for being here. But you know what, that's okay. Because you know what, we're all here for the same cause, and that's for Chelmsford Public Schools and for kids. So, you know, it makes us all equal on this day. Where to begin? All right, I'll start with this. So I am a teacher of 30 years, and I have spent most of those 30 years working with an emotionally disturbed, behaviorally disordered population of adolescents. And I am more scared right now than I ever standing in front of them. Okay. So you'll have to bear with me just a little bit. Why am I doing this? Well, it all began, and you're going to hear me probably repeating myself, which is good because it means I'm consistent. But it all began actually with Laura, wherever she went, back in about 2005. And we were sitting in a school committee meeting, and it was about bus fees, and they were talking about implementing bus fees. And I didn't know Laura at the time that she was sitting next to me, but somehow I got roped in to beginning this process of visiting the State House on a regular basis to try and advocate for Chapter 70 reform. And we made many trips to the State House and went to many hearings. And even after all those trips to the State House, we could never figure our way around. So, nonetheless, we had the opportunity to be able to host a rally, and I think many people here from Chelmsford may remember that. We put a lot of people from Chelmsford on the yellow school buses and drove you down to the State House, and we had a rally in the Hall of Flags, and it made a tremendous difference. So while Laura and I may have started the initiative for local aid, it was actually the people of Chelmsford that drove it forward and allowed us to actually increase our local aid by, I think it was 12.43% that particular year, which was big. Okay, but the work isn't done. Okay, we still need to get back to the state. We need to help them understand what the needs of Chelmsford are. We need to be able to help them understand that we are underfunded and that we need those resources in order to be able to provide our kids and our teachers the resources that they need to be able to deliver the best education they can day in and day out. So that's how this all started for me. I'm looking back at Angie Toronto there, and I'm thinking to myself about all the years he said, so when are you going to run for school committee? And it was always the same answer. Do you remember what it was, Angie? When was it going to run for school committee? What's that? Right, and my last one just did last year. And this is why, because I knew it would take a huge amount of time, okay, to do the job that I wanted to be able to do, all right? And in order for me to be the best mom I could be, or the best school committee person I could be, I couldn't do both. So I decided to wait till my kids had gone to college. My son Jack is here. He's a junior at Worcester State, and my daughter Emma. Jack keeps me humble. My daughter Emma, she really wanted to be here, but she's at UMaine, and I said, sorry honey, I'm not driving 3.5 hours. I have to get you to bed after this. So anyways, they're both in college, and I decided that it was time. You know, I was watching some of the things that were happening in the community, and I felt like this was it. This was the time, and I wanted to become involved, and I wanted to become a member of the school committee, and I wanted to be there to advocate on behalf of students and teachers, and to make it become the best school system that we could possibly have. Now, here's the thing. We have so many great things in Chelmsford, okay? So many great things. And it was really my pleasure to go through 12 years of school with my kids. I learned it from top to bottom. It wasn't perfect, absolutely not. But there are so many things that people just don't get the opportunity to see. And if I become a school committee person, and I hope with your help I will, that I want people to be able to see these things. I want them to see seniors helping seniors at the senior center, or all the great things that are happening in the classroom, okay? Or you know, the concerts, the theater, all of these things that we have that are just unbelievable. And I wish that everybody in town had the opportunity to see that, because I think that they would say my money is well invested. My money is well invested. And so that's going to be one of my goals as a school committee, if I become a school committee person, to get that message out there, okay, about how great our school system is. All right? The other thing too is, as a teacher for 30 years, I can't tell you how hard it is in the classroom right now, okay? All you have to do is look to the Wednesday before vacation, you know, about what happened in Parkland, Florida, to realize the amount of pressure, okay, that is on students and staff, okay, not only to deliver content every single day and the millions of other things that they have to do, but to keep their kids safe, okay? And the first line of defense in any classroom is the teacher. And I know that about the Chelmsford Public School teachers. That is the first line of defense. And if they're willing to put their lives on the line like that, should something like that happen, then don't they deserve to have everything that they need on a day-to-day basis? Okay? So, you know, I think that going forward, you know, one of the things I'm going to highlight throughout my campaign is certainly the hard work of the teachers, the many accomplishments of our students, okay, and work to rebuild some of that trust that I think is lacking right now, okay? I mean, let's face it, we went through many difficult years several years ago. We seem to have stabilized, but still, nonetheless, okay, trust and morale is not where we need it to be, okay? We need to work together to bring that back. And all of the stakeholders in town need to have a part of that, okay? Because it's not just the schools, it's not just the administration, it's not just the teachers and the students, it's everybody. It's all the taxpayers. Everybody have to really come together in order to be able to give the schools what they need in order to be the best school system possible. I'm going to end with this. So I was in my classroom, and I had Anthony, Juan, Lewis, Jason, Khalil, and they're all horsing around as, you know, older adolescents do. They're juniors and seniors. And, you know, I don't know, I kind of lost in my own thoughts about running for school committee and the whole thing, and, you know, they're horsing around and whatever. And so I say, hey, boys. And they're like, yeah, what's up? And I said, do you think I'm tough enough to run for school committee? Right? And they all just stopped. And then my buddy Khalil says, yo, miss, do they know what you do for a living? So thank you again very, very much for coming.